Hey there, everybody. Arlo's here from Ice Games, bringing you episode 51 of my Rogue Trader Let's Play series. And things are going well in the Koronus Expanse now. We've kind of, I mean, as well as can be going anywhere after your kind of homeworld is attacked by Drukhari, but we fought them off, and we kind of defeated. Well, I mean, their leader kind of got away, but that's okay. The Drukhari have to lick their wounds, so I don't see the Drukhari coming anywhere anytime soon. And we just kind of got to deal with kind of one more planet. It looks like, so we've still got the Kiva Gamma, so that's where we're heading to right now. But before that, I wanted to quickly head to Jarnus here and kind of look at. I took a quick look at some of the things we could get. And I think it was this one here. So I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my reputation to grab a tactical backpack. And with that, what that's going to do is, I cancel that. It grants the wearer +1 rate of fire or strike count to any weapon capable of burst attacks. I think I'm going to give that to my Sisters of Battle because she gets a little bit of boost from that, so she can extra attack. And then my reputation for the Navy one, I'm going to increase that so that I can get, increased it twice here. Well, I'm going to grab all the things, but the macro battery here, the Archaeotech macro battery, gives me 4 shots at 27 damage. So that's kind of more damage than any of these. Oh, 333, so that's 99. 4 at 27, that's over 100. So I'll replace. Actually, what's the? That's 99, and then 84, and then yeah. So I'll replace the 4-shot one with that one. Let's grab that. Can I? I don't have enough. I can't grab either of those. Oh no! I didn't realize I didn't have enough profit factor. I don't need more profit factor for any of that stuff. Oh well. Fooled foiled by the profit factor. I this level up enough of that, but I just need profit factor. Let's see here. Reputation, select tradable. Not going to give me enough. Move to the power axe. But actually, if we go reputation, select tradable. Yeah, let's do it anyways. Close enough. Let's cargo here. I'm going to do that later. Go through and kind of clear out my inventory again. All right. Oh, well, let's actually equip that item I wanted to. Where you are, equip that. You're immune to burning. Yeah, whatever. I'm not worried about that. Let's give you... Yeah, some of these items I don't need anymore. The backpack. Well, that gives me extra attack for my burst items and stuff like that. Awesome! Alright, so let's head to the Koronus Expanse. And yes, I forgot, I was just looking at that one metronome item I have given her. She doesn't want to move, because if she doesn't move, she gets bonuses to the next turn. So, alright. So we're heading to the Koronus Expanse. So we're going to be kind of going to here, and then down to Tenebris, because there is a Save the Aldari Survivors. Let's head there. More travel here. Please nothing bad, please nothing bad. Whop. A medic team from the lower deck report the appearance of a dense purple fog that causes people to develop mutated deformities. Okay. Short tentacles roughly the length of a pinky finger. Since the deformities do not interfere with the crew's performance, the Medicare are not certain whether this phenomenon should be cause for concern, but the riffraff have already whispered of heresy. Organize prayers and sacred rituals to banish the fog. Okay. We took some damage, but led by the preachers of the ecclesiarchy, the voidsmen gather for a mass prayer as the priests chant holy verses to banish the corruption. Some of the more severely infested crew members failed to endure the celebration of the God Emperor's glory and perished before the vessel could leave the Imperium. Okay. But hey, they're all good. Let's actually make sure we heal our ship. Let's do some hull repair. Awesome. Don't need to visit this because I've already done that. So let's head here. Demonic eyes have materialized and begun to slither across the walls of the crew quarter 49. The burning orbs swell like bubbles of fetid swamp gas, only in secluded places at first, later appearing in plain sight. Everyone subject to their gaze started experiencing headaches and spells of self-flagellation. After one of the officers peeled off a portion of their own skin to fashion a makeshift eyelid for one of the fiendish orbs, the section was quarantined since neither friend nor foe, neither fire nor other munitions could prevent more eyes from spreading upon the ship. The vessel was cleansed only by escaping the clutching embrace of the Sea of Souls. Thank God for His grace for save. Yeah, warp travel is not fun. Yeah. You're literally traveling into a dimension of demons the entire time, which is crazy. Oh my gosh. Emergency aboard the voidship. A foul warp entity has pierced the thin veil of Getherfield and spawned unimaginable beasts of unnatural cues. The Vox systems are picking up crewmen screams, and the warp fiends loathsome giggling. Oh, so Nurgle. The situation demands immediate interaction. Let's go face it. We will face it. This is definitely a Nurgle infestation if there's giggling. I mean, maybe Slaanesh. Definitely not Khorne. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, let's move forward here. Whoa! Oh, it's Zinch. Okay, I was not expecting it to be Zinch. Let's have you go there. Go here. Then go there. Actually, that means I'm gonna have you move back a little bit. Much more enemies over there. Is there a way to get down from up here? Oh, there must be. Yeah, there's a ladder up here. You can go here. So can you.
You will pay an even
And so
greater
can you.
price.
Alright, let's start the battle. We're just gonna have Cassandra go first. She's really good at this, so... Oh, she's not doing as much damage to them. Still a decent amount. I probably should have done this to begin with.
I'm afraid not.
And turn there. Move here. And then we're going to... You know what? Voice of command on you. And then we're going to... Just attack you. Alright, well you guys seemed a little bit tougher than I was expecting. So this will be extra fun. Oh, these are pink horrors, right? Yeah, pink horrors. I gotta be careful. They might actually blow up into two... I'm not hitting you.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I'm not moving them around. Oh no.
Do not dare ask.
Nope, no line of sight to target. Okay, interesting. Not quite what I was expecting, that's okay. Here. Increase our items. Exploit you. Plus I'll make you pray. And I got 2 attacks left. There we go. Slice and slice. Yeah, I kind of figured they might turn into blue horrors. Nope, we're gonna take the free attack. Yep, pawn into 2 blue horrors.
If it serves your cause.
And there we go. What am I gonna do here? There's only one blue horror here. Let's go here.
I'll do it.
Trying to do it in a way that I didn't shoot
Power resides in the will of the righteous.
Sandra here.
This is why I was chosen. As the Emperor commands, each
There we go,
strike
blue
is a
horror down.
prayer.
Ow.
I
Okay.
refuse.
Well, it is what it is. I'll take the couple points of damage every turn. Can I shoot you? I can shoot you instead. Try doing that.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Come on.
That is not the Emperor's will.
One more would be nice. There we go. There we go. That blue horror is down.
I will
And then
not.
I'm out, so it's run and
Doubt
gun.
is for the weak.
That should be able to move here. Then I might actually be able to... Yeah, there we go.
None can escape the Emperor's justice.
Haha, I did hit them even though they were still there. They just spawned. That's cool. Ooh. Okay. Well, we're gonna go
I
here.
will leave footprints of scarlet.
And then we're gonna slice and dice you. I'm actually going to jump down here,
Trust me,
hit you both, and then I'm going to...
my blade whispers your
Oh!
name.
You stabbed... Oh, no! That's not... Oh, I did not expect it to count you up there as being in base contact. I did not like that. Alright, I was not expecting that.
You will perish for this affront.
Up you go. Parried it. That's cheating. Basically cheating.
It's as good as done.
Make her better at combat. Let's place this one. Just have him go again. Okay, he's down. Nope, I missed that.
The Omniscient knows all, comprehends all. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
And he's just got to get better at shooting. Okay, Argenta. Oh no, Cassia. We're going to. These guys move.
Be careful not to
Move
cross my
behind
gaze.
you. We're gonna actually have you go
I'll
again.
paint your death in colors.
As the tenants demand. As
Yeah, I'm
honor
gonna slice into.
ordains.
That's okay. I can move over
Trust
here.
me.
You slice that. And then you do
Let
my
your
blade dance.
soul
That should be it. There we go. Victory is ours. Took out the Zechian enemies. I don't think there's anything here for us to pick up. Nope.
My
Okay, so let's just
reckoning will
exit.
be swift. pay an even greater price.
All right. So, dangerous colony. Oh! The Koronus colony event requires the Lord Captain's attention. Okay. An important event has occurred in one of your protector's colonies, which calls for the Rogue Trader's attention. You can visit the colony and complete the event at any time. You can find out more information. Okay. So we've got an event that just happened. Can I... Oh, let's try new rates. I think that will give me a point. Yay! A whole point. Colony management. Okay, so I got this decree on diligence, so efficiency and compliance and some provisions. Do I have anything else I can do here? Don't think I do. How about here? I can do Dreamless, which gives me efficiency. This does gives me profit factor. Doesn't cut anything out. Okay, Lair of the Void. So let's do that then. So expenses. Oh, it blocks. It does block holy servitude. Okay, that gives me. So let me double check here. Lair of the Void gives me a grenade that replenishes, Fellowship of the Void, and weapons ×2. Holy Service gives me a ring. Gives me a melt a shot once per combat, and some reputation points as a proactive factor. And this gives me all allies gain 5 commerce and +4 hit chance. Everyone was Rogue Trader's eager to succeed. Oh my gosh, that is really good though. Oh, that just blocks Biodome. Okay. Minus toxic damage? That's not so bad. Okay, but then which one of these do I get to do? Envirodome, or these? I get that. Bloodsport. Need Envirodome. Killing Fields. Economics. Physical damage to the range attack. You know what? I want Killing Fields. Okay, so let's do... let's do Holy Service, because I think I've got enough with them. I've got enough reputation. They're both giving me profit factor. I just need the 2 profit factor. That's fine. The weapons, items. Let's do that. Execute that one. Janice, we get ourselves a medikit and some grenades. Is that a replenishing one? I can't remember. Don't think so. Let's scroll down and see if there's anything else we can do here. No, nothing I can do here. Flying project in the protector giants. I have not done giants. Okay. Anything I can do on this planet? No. Oh, I need people and munitions. Need people and munitions. Okay. Awesome. Okay, we're good with that. Wop. Alright, so let's visit this area, because this is where we need to go. We got the system too, and I got this Eldari Survivor ones. Let's see. Eldari Survivors. Let's see what we need to see here. Right, we got a space battle here. We got some unknown ships. Let's go to our ship thing. We're good. Okay. Space battle. A violent battle is unfolding before the Rogue Trader's eyes. Patrol ships of the fleet are tearing apart 2 small Eldari vessels. Once they have finished with them, the void ships give chase after the 3rd already damaged vessel, clearly with the intention of destroying it as well. Seeing the last ships impeding death, Urette calls out to the Lord Captain, her voice trembling slightly. Only the Rogue Trader's intervention can save the kin from the massacre. Engage. I can engage the Eldari vessels. I can on-interview, I can send a message to them, order to stop the battle. Let's order to stop the battle. The Voxmaster relays the Lord Captain's command to stop the battle, and soon returns with a reply. According to the ship, This group of Xenos are malicious criminals. They are guilty of raiding the system's planets and robbing merchant vessels. Their void ships are intent to perform their duty before the Emperor and exterminate the Xenos. Yuret sullenly watches the unfolding chase through the stained glass window of the captain's bridge. She grimmingly concedes that no crime should go unpunished, except her kin were flying transport ships. It would have been impossible for them to rob a ship, let alone launch a planetary raid. Vessels such as theirs simply lack the firepower to do so. Let's see here. Let's analyze the intact Xenoship. Succeeding, despite the presence of some weaponry, the Xenoship is more likely meant for transporting cargo or the Xenos themselves rather than direct combat. Let's demand that they cease fire immediately and retreat. Unwilling to engage in open battle against the flagship of a foreign dynasty, the patrol reluctantly leaves its prey and retreats to the edge of the system. Meanwhile, the wounded Xenoship is rapidly distancing itself from the recent battlefield, attempting to hide in the shadow of the nearest world. Every attempt to contact is met with frustration, and the Vox Master reports that the vessel is in deplorable condition. Who knows how much of the Xeno technology can endure before the irreparable happens? The Eldari, too scared and resentful of the Monkai for the recent deaths of their kin to answer incoming hails. Despite this, Yuret is certain that she can convince them to cooperate with the Alantark if she is allowed to speak with them. Yeah, okay. Let's let her speak. Ooh, only 50%. Let's try it. Hey, it succeeded. The two watches pass, and the Xenos finally decide to answer. She pleads concerning the assistance, gradually asking how exactly the Monkai can help their vessel. The Eldari note that the humans' primitive technologies are incapable of healing the Eldari vessel's wounds. Sudden benevolence of one human is equally incapable of bringing back those who perished from the recent engagement. Dawn would send them to Janus. Open fire on the wounded. I could still just open fire. Let's tell them to go to Janus, where their kin is. The Xenos half-heartedly thank the rogue trader and turn their ship towards the distant stars. An inevitable death in the void. No words are exchanged on the bridge, but everyone understands that the wounded ship will never make it there. A few Terran days later, the blue flash at the edge. Oh, no! Oh. And only the thin, fatigued figure of the Eldari stands motionless against the backdrop. Once the pain of Yet's soul is numbed, she turns to the Lord Captain and nods. The short gesture of gratitude, their attempt to save those who could hardly be saved. Aww. Okay. Guess I could have brought them back to my ship. Aww. Oh, I feel bad. I feel bad now. Alright. So let's scan this planet. Should have brought them on our ship. Alright, the planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery. A mirror lying right in the center of a huge crater. A completely ordinary mirror in a frame. By all appearances, in pristine condition. Let's take the mirror aboard the ship. Maybe it's Slaneshi. The mirror now hangs on the wall in one of the compartments. It looks completely normal, however. Only an hour after its arrival, the Vox Master reports that the shuttle crew that delivered the mirror has disappeared. The people who hung the mirror have also disappeared. Even the enforcer who wandered into the compartment by mistake to stop to fix his new non-regulation cravat has vanished without a trace. Let's send in a team with righteous prayer on their lips. The team sent to destroy the mirror stopped responding the moment they entered the compartment. Uh-oh. Let's wait. About 3 watches after the shuttle crew's disappearance, strange squelching and snapping sounds are heard coming from the mirror compartment, accompanied by a putrid odor. Let's keep waiting. Yet more abnormal noises joined the ungodly symphony, playing behind the compartment door. The squelching snaps Squelching and snapping were soon joined by rattling, wheezing, and growling. Sensors are also detected increase in the ship's mass. In the area near the compartment, soon faint human voices can be heard. Weird. Let's open the door. The compartment was brimming with biomatter, strange creatures and plants floating in streams of a slimy substance revealed to be a type of mold. Upon closer inspection, the missing crew members were also found inside, terrified and unable to remember anything. They returned to awareness while still inside the compartment. They had been only half an hour away from drowning in the biomatter still oozing from the mirror. Logic test. After analyzing the available data, the Lord Captain and the officers concluded the mirror functions as a line with a rotation cycle of the planet in which it was found. During the first phase, the mirror absorbs all organic life reflected upon it. During the second phase, the mirror it regurgitates the organic material it has consumed, starting with the simplest organisms and progressing to more complex ones. Okay. Keep the mirror. Now that we know how it works, we know what to do with it. Crew seem numb with horror as they hear the order, yet they obey. Without a word, the mirror remains in a sealed compartment while the ship continues on its journey onward. There's something we can do with that? Okay. Okay. They might be able to find a use for that eventually. Let's go to this planet first before we go to the unknown ships. And the Hulk. Oh! Apparently we're going to hit the unknown ships anyways. Trying to skirt the unknown ships. Okay, what are we going to do with this mirror?
I lift up my voice in prayer.
Wait, did your crew have blocked some of your flagship posts? Are unable using an unknown Xenos power? Your crew will regain control of these posts in several rounds. Okay. They did something to some of my posts. That's okay. Can I still do my... Aha, that's in range.
Macro cannons, open fire!
Okay, where's... Oh, there's one right in front of me. Okay. Let's shoot this guy. Good, good.
Coordinates set. Macro cannons, open fire!
Aha. Alright.
Torpedoes away!
They're not torpedoes. Let's slide over. Alright, good to go. Enter. Oh, I missed with everything. Oh man, I know I say this almost every time we do a battle in space. I just want Battlefield Catholic to come back so bad. Let's try to hit these guys.
Let them taste our fury.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into range of that, so let's try doing this. At least take the little one out.
Force of a supernova.
Oh, didn't quite do it. Okay. I'm not gonna hit it there. And turn.
And so it
There we
will
go.
be with anyone who stands in our way.
They're down. And turn. Ooh. Okay, not so bad. Okay, and I should be able to finish you off here. Oh, no, you're moving out of range.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
There we go. There we go, that should do it. Boom! Victory is ours.
I am amazed that we prevailed.
You're amazed we prevailed? I'm pretty sure we're handling that one pretty well. Alright, let's repair our ship. And head to this planet. Begin scan. Anything good? Steel? No, I don't need plus steel. I've got 27 of it. Don't need more plus steel. I need people. Is there any people on this lifeless rock? No. Okay, let's see what this Hulk is. A vigilant member of the Augur crew has detected a small Xenos vessel drifting through the void. The ship is unpowered and shows no signs of being crewed. Let's send out a boarding shuttle. The squad boarded the vessel without issue. Corrosion has laid waste to the ship's systems, which led to the death of the entire crew. The interior is full of Aldari corpses. No weapons were found on board. The dead Xenos, judging by their clothing, were not part of any warrior caste. Merely the crew of the now defunct ship. The Xenos Irlet claims to have recognized the symbols of the dead Aldari's clothes. They were the civilian refugees from Craft World. From the Craft World. Okay. Aw. Again, apparently they've all just died. That still... Oh no, it's still that popping up. Alright, so let's head to the Koronus Expanse again. And then, I guess travel to where we need to go. I mean, I'm sad for the Eldar. For the Aldari. But they're not my people. Let's travel here. Womp. Okay, emergency. The servitors assigned to the storage base have gone berserk and attacking voidsmen. Survivors are claiming to have seen some warp beast possessing one of the automatons. It must be expelled with another. Okay, let's head down there. Let's do it. Let's take them out. More demons. Definitely does not feel like traveling in a void ship would be a fun thing to do at all in the 40k universe. Okay. Ready, everybody? Let's go.
I'll make an example out of you.
Alright. Do we have any possessed servitor, maddened servitors? Don't see any actual demons here. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna have you go back here. We'll see where you're needed. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna go here because I can see more that way. Let's see with you. There we go. Start the battle. And oh, these those guys count too. Okay. You know what? We're gonna have you move over here quickly first.
For the serfs?
Oh, okay. We'll just move everyone this way. Sure, that works. Oh, but now I can't go myself. That's okay. Send them away. Okay.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
You guys all move to the middle.
Help me, Lord Captain.
You okay? Okay. Down to 8 allies. Or 8 enemies. Not so bad. And then let's take a shot.
If I must, I hear you moving. No more.
Then we'll take out the servitor if it's the furthest away, so it makes the most sense. We only got one enemy here, so let's finish you.
As
Play
honor
dance.
ordained.
Okay, you're not doing a lot of damage to it. And then we're also going to...
No.
There we go. Too much damage there.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
You get exploited. You become prey. I will grind and then do my attack.
The scriptural prognosis is
He does a lot of damage. I absolutely love that. And I'm trying to save my upgraded ability, my super ability for my sister. There we go. I'm gonna go here. And then we're going to...
As the Emperor commands, I act. Eradicated. Cleanses the body.
Okay, you're down. We're going to... You know what? I think we should be fine here. Let's use our ability. Can I just finish you
I'll
off?
do it.
Yes, I can.
Faith without deeds is...
And then more heavy bolter shots. Love how she's got a heavy bolter now. This thing is amazing. Between Argenta, Kibella, and Cassia, like I
Doubt is for the
just
weak.
destroy everything, and I love it.
I'll do it. As the Emperor commands.
I might actually be able to take you out if I get one more shot, and I do. There we go.
I refuse.
Why not? There we go.
This is why I was chosen. Faith without deeds is worthless.
One more would be nice. I don't get one more. Oh, we get to
I'll
run and
do
gun.
it.
Now, can I run and gun? I can run and gun
The
enough
enemies
to
of
be
the
in line of sight of these
Emperor will
guys.
be undone.
Like a shield on this one. That's neat. Okay, so let's use our Revel in Slaughter. Gives me the skill, critical
Doubt
hit
is
chance,
for
all
the
that
weak.
stuff.
As the Emperor commands.
You and there. And turn. I think that went rather well for a couple turns there. Okay. Let's have... Can I have Cassia go again? I can! Let's just have Cassia go again. I think I can make her move.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
There we go. Oof, well, that just blew up. Just blew up. Oh, let's have... Can I use... I can! Awesome! Okay. There's just the one enemy left.
I'll do it. None can escape.
There we go.
Everyone's done.
We're just blowing them up. Okay. Get our items here. I can put it directly into cargo too, which is nice. I don't have to worry about it later. Alright, and I guess let's exit this area. Boom. Chart new routes. That'll give me 2 navigators insight, which is great. And let's actually visit this. Alright, the Lord Captain, according to telemetry, we're in the system of Kiva Gamma, the main industrial world of the Von Valancius dynasty. However, our astropath report that attempts to contact the governor have been unsuccessful. But wait. Lord Captain, a new report. Kiva Gamma is sending a request to exchange data. Should I accept? Reply with our own request? As you command, Lord Captain. Lord Captain reporting. The Manufactorum is ignoring all our requests and continues to send its own. The longer we do not accept their messages, the stronger and more persistent the incoming signals become. I've never seen anything like that. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment's box system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. Alright. So start a picture reading. The void ship's bridge sounds of working conjugators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by the ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles, the emergency lights, one of the officers in frame cries out. Another falls to her knees, clutching her head. Over the beeping of voxes, shouts can only just be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We've lost contact with the old compartment. One of the bridge officers turned to the phone. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. Lord Captain gives the order to... decipher the incoming Vox transmissions, or continue sending orders to the bridge. Let's decipher the incoming Vox transmission. Oh, I love that image. That's what 40k is to me. This is what 40k is to me. Okay, proceed. A team of decryption experts gets to work. Data tethers are inserted into sockets as they connect to conjugators. One of the Vox clerics leans over the console. Another is writing something on a piece of parchment. But then she bursts into maniacal laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream. A tech priest, who is mid-prayer, tears himself to pieces with his own macadendrites. More and more lunatics are manipulating themselves and lunging at others. A portion of picked recording damaged after contact with another subject. An enforcer shoves a rabid servitor away from Lord Captain as he... rushed to help the crew, shouting out orders. Imagine the image of the picked is fuzzy. Nothing but glimpses of people shouting, ratchet, and the Lord Captain's orders. Within minutes, the crazed crew members are either dead or bound and unconscious. The officers clustered around the Lord Captain are barely breathing, but unharmed. Yeah, I love this image so much. Oh, okay. Scrap code. That's what I kind of figured it would be. Okay, so scrap code is something I don't know if they'll explain it, but scrap code's kind of something that the Mechanicus uses, and I believe the Dark Mechanicus can use scrap code to kind of like during the Horus Heresy and stuff. They used it to kind of like take over machines, and I believe there's even in 30K you can one of the kind of subgroups you can take gives your units, your robots, like a feel no pain ability because of the scrap code like building upon itself against stuff like that. But yeah, scrap code, cool. The voice belongs to the on-deck engine seer, who has turned to the Lord Captain from his station. It's kind of like I guess scrap code's kind of like, I think it's kind of like AI kind of stuff being fed into them. We have been attacked by scrap code, the tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. Yeah, the transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint. It is now running through our ship's veins. Omnicide, preserve us. The Voidborn officer appears before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that's attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the Imperium leading to the bridge, there's a terminal or an isolated system that might still be unaffected. A loud pop. The pipes over the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the captain. His body slams straight through the conjugator panel. The picked frame spins uncontrollably. The servo skull is jolted by the gust. The picked recording fogs over the Vox, picking up the crackling of electricity and a dead cry. Gas on the bridge. A junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling the poison air. The rogue trader gives the orders to evacuate immediately. The rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officers repeat his order. When the servo skull following the rogue trader reaches the door, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble outward. The rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. Of course. Leaning on the support beam, the rogue trader takes several deep breaths, trying to flush his lungs with air. As he straightens, moves his uniform, and heads toward the goal, a goal known only to him. The servitor follows. The servo skull follows. Okay, the Imperium is in a state of panic. Silhouettes skitter around the dark hall, illuminated only by the flickering of emergency lumens. Curt orders and someone's feverish words of prayer can be heard. Having lost all communication, the beheaded ship is writhing in agony. It takes a while for the Lord Captain to find the conjugator mentioned by the fallen officer. The panel of the isolated terminal is riddled with cracks and bloodstains, and on the floor by the terminal, a tech priest lying in a heap with his head smashed and technical liquids mixed with blood ooze from his port. The Lord Captain decides to take his chances restoring the terminal. Succeeded, yay! The rogue trader rips the power key from the tech priest and a deck right and opens the cover of the terminal. Sparks fly into his face, but he is confident in his manipulation of the tangled wires and clanging levers. After replacing the cover and ensuring that the system is restored, the Lord Captain brings up the required data on the screen. The maintenance bay is sending out hundreds of desperate distress calls that have gone unanswered up to now. When the machines went out of control and started turning people insane, others driven by some hateful and paranoid logic started butchering the servants of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The tech priests have sustained heavy losses, but the remains of the cult are still holding the line. Out of everything that's happened on the ship, the situation in the maintenance bay is the direst. Lord Captain knows where to help is needed most. He decides to head to the maintenance bay himself. The rogue trader arrives not a moment too soon, of course. I gotta go do it myself. The crew, frightened out of their wits, have already cornered the priest of the Omnicide and are about to execute him. The Lord Captain stands between the angry mob and the Trek priest, his sheer presence already giving the crowd pause. Harshly cutting off any objections from the crew, the rogue trader orders the officers to gather on the way here and escort the mutineers out and set up a guard post outside the bay, where the tech priests begin to offer desperate prayers to the crippled machine spirits. Return to the bridge. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis is past. Though wounded and crippled, the ship nevertheless has returned to its normal operation. Life on the bridge is bustling as ever, even though the people are surrounded by destruction. The senior officers have the situation in control, and the people have been being organized. The emergency crew have already finished repairs on the pipes, and the technomats are setting up conjugators and consoles, and the healers are banging up what few corpses are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader turns to his Vox master. Praise the Empire in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon all the Voxcasters will be fully operational. Another man appears in the pict frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Voxmaster nods to him. Here are the reports, Lord Captain. If you find yourself able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of affairs of the ship. Okay, so that went okay. I really like these little, like, in this that giant book of kind of like, I guess that's a book of kind of your events on the ship. I really like those little events. So, Lord Captain, the situation has been brought under control, more or less. It will take some time to eliminate the consequences of the attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We may even be able to conduct a warp jump if you feel we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge suffered only minor losses, and reports mentioned only a few casualties have already. The reports mentioned only a few casualties that have already been replaced. Kiva Gamma went silent after transmitting the harmful signal. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial world to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we've exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be obtained by closing the distance or even sending an away party to the planet's surface. Kate Hendricks, this time has come to remind you about our agreement. I must be present in your entourage during your expedition on Kiva Gamma. I'm counting on your cooperation. Oh yeah, I forgot that. Take him with us. Crew is awaiting further instructions, Lord Captain. Alright, so this is Kiva Gamma. There's some ships around it. I think this is where we're going to leave this episode. So between episodes, I'll maybe level up my other characters, make sure that Hendrix is good enough to go, and decide who I'm going to replace him with. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing next episode. Thank you guys so very much for watching this one. I am having a lot of fun with this game. Hopefully you guys are too. I'm really kind of excited to see what's next. I have a feeling the Drukhari will be back. Chaos is always ever present. And I'm really wondering if there's going to be any other Xenos races we'll run into. But yeah, thank you guys so much. And as always, until next time, keep your stick on the ice.